making all boats, new ones, repair old ones, and all that kind of stuff. But you really don't like to go to work. I don't know what happened, but you have to be on time, so well, we came on the shipyard and everybody was talking and this and that, and but most people asleep till 6:30. But work on the shipyard, so but anyway, everybody was early up that morning because there was a lot of noise. And all of a sudden was here a little Dutch plane from the army and two Germans on top of him. Finally you shoot them down. I take a little, no, after a while the pilot was dead, and then the boat from the shipyard went out and picked some part of the airplane up. We get it in a crane, we get it on the wall. So I take a little piece from the plane and take it home. Always as a souvenir. It's too bad I don't take it along to the States, but we got plenty junk to take along anyway, that way. Well, the war goes on. And it was in 43, it was 3 years later. Now all our food was on bonds, on coupons. You need a coupon to buy sugar or butter or whatever it was. We get the coupons alright, but we have no money to buy it. So Grandpa talked to the big boss, the millionaire. Well, Grandpa liked to have more money because I have a big family. We got, by that time we got 5 kids, and Kelly was maybe, I don't know if Kelly was born already or not. Yeah, probably I think she was born too. So, well, what to do? You get no money, you have to give the coupon to somebody else. I don't like that either. Well, you don't get too much, so we need it bad. Well, I asked for a raise. Well, the boss said, I give you a raise, I have to give top people that one, and start pointing out. So I'll do or nothing. So yeah, but I don't have to work for all these fellas. I work for my own family. So well, finally I can go. I was laid off. I have to go to a doctor because, okay. Well, the Germans are nothing else as heavy work, so Grandpa started working for himself. Trade a little stuff, I always did it anyway, buy some stuff and trade some stuff. Child bookies and clothes and whatever it was. Always buy something and sell it. Every week was an ad in the paper. So I just go on with that. But then I was in the fall of 1944, and then the Germans were so bad. It was awful bad in the Netherlands because CC, we didn't want to go along with them. And then everything was, you don't want to go along with us, then you get nothing to eat. You got the coupons, but there was nothing in the stores. Well, then Pa went out. I got a bike with a little wagon in the front, my big rubber wheels. But just like a bike. You can get anyway 1,500 pounds on the thing, and then you can go. Now usually I take somebody along that want to go along, and they pull with a bike in the front. But then you have to go all different places. You get, and hard to get there because where you have to go to get food, you call it een sperrgebied. Een sperrgebied, that means you may not come there. Well, you have to come there anyway. So, well, we have to. That time I went with Ome Jacob. Ome Jacob had 7 kids too. We had 7 kids too by that time. So we go over potatoes. We go over dirt, and then we have to go across over the water. There was a ferry. Yeah, we want to get up there, and there was a lot of people that want to get up there. Oh, all back. The ferry will go over, and everybody should get start shooting in the sky, and you better go out, otherwise we kill you. But we drove just around and come back by the ferry again, and everybody was gone. And go, keep on going, the Germans told us, see. So well, you better talk to the commandant because I get a bar of wine. Oh, get a bottle of wine? Okay. You go to the Commandant, yeah, a bottle of wine was good. So we give it a bottle of wine and we go over the water. But I don't know how it will taste when you open the barrel up. We lock it all nice, again, but it's just an empty barrel. And we did it vol met water and colored that water red. Boy, we were worried to go back there again. We have to go back with the ferry too. So after a couple of days we came back there. Met, let's see once, how much is that in English? About 80 is about say maar 150 pounds. So we got 2 rabbits, so what some beans, what some all kinds of stuff to eat. And then we had about 1700 pound potatoes. But yeah, boy, you eat about 150 pound a week. That's all you can eat potatoes here. So it's quick gone again. But boy, we had a nice load. But no trouble to go over the ferry again, to go back. But that was nice. And then we come, and then we get an awful fakkie. It was in the night time, and you have to be inside. See, you call the spare time. The German said, well, you have to be in time at that time, otherwise we shoot. And he did too. But anyway, we keep on going. It was awful fakkie, you can see nothing. Well, I said to Uncle Jacob, you go on the bike a minute and I stay here. And you see if there's anybody on the bridge. Go all on the bridge, so about to 3/4 of the bridge, and then he come back and said there's nobody on the bridge, so we can go over. We're about halfway, so okay, now we go again. Already heavy, it was heavy too, and we were tired. We did not much to eat either. We came there and 2 policemen, halt. Well, you stole some potatoes, so we have to look all your potatoes over, it was stolen ones. Okay. Well, we had no stolen potato once, so they looked it all over. No, we had nothing. Then there came 2 German soldiers. We need some potatoes for us. An whole bunch of potatoes, so all your potatoes you can get them. Well, I said to the policeman, I never give him potatoes over, and you have to kill me first. Well, he said, we have to take some potatoes because the Germans, they want to say, well, what I get a little bit tobacco. You can get that, and then let us go. Well, finally they let us go. Then he was just sitting in a big hole, the trail, the carry, we call it a carry fiets. And boy, I get met an Uncle Jacob zo zei Paul, maar he was working hard too. And my Jacob denkt, well, I better say nothing if I was always kind of, keep, maybe a little bit nervous too, get mad quick. So Jacob said me nothing. Okay, then we go over the bridge. Well, he said, you have to go to, where you have to go? I said, well, we go to Zwijndrecht, it's just below the bridge, and we go by family to eat there, but it was all to sleep there, but that was all lies, of course. Because you have to lie that time, otherwise you go no place. Well, we keep on going. Then all we meet on the way up there was Germans. They all kind of broken material, and they all pulled by horses. They did not know, had he no trucks no more, or gasoline, I don't know what was the trouble, but it goes all in the night time, but nobody see it, nobody had to be outside. Dus he don't bother us, so we keep on going. And we came close to IJsselmonde, and we have to go to cross the water again, but of course in the night time the things don't go, not that time, nobody may be outside, so, well, it was on a Saturday night. It was about 12 o'clock, I guess, before we were in IJsselmonde. And then we have to get all the carry unloaded, all by that was just a little fire station. And some kind of police were around there too, I guess. We have to carry all the potatoes inside. It was down. And we have to go upstairs, where the people to sit there and sleep a little bit. You can lay on the floor or whatever you want to do. And the rabbits, I take the along upstairs too, that nobody steal them. Okay. My grandpa was awful tired and I sleep quick. Well, there was some 4 more peoples. Die came from Rotterdam and die were on the way for 4 days and die had no food at all. Die kon find nothing. Kon go place. Okay, Ome Jacob, he don't sleep, he just watch. Then it was about 6 o'clock in the morning, and then all of a sudden I hear a commotion down, and I go down there, and Uncle Jacob is down there with the 4 people, die want to steal the potatoes. But Ome Jacob was watching to see. Otherwise maybe all the potatoes were gone, his grandpa was sleeping. So we're lucky, we get all the potatoes yet. So then we load them all up again. And on the ferry they go about 9 o'clock. It was on a Sunday morning. Then we come home on a Sunday morning. All the people go to church and we came met een truck for potatoes. Now stop them and over.